right, welcome back. Thanks for joining us. It's the Black Starlets 2024 edition, hopefully, and for years to come against the Baby Squirrels of Benin. Remember, the Beninois lost their opening game. Ghana thumped their opponents, the Ivory Coast, by a whooping 5-1. So most people assume that it will be a walkover, but as we know, it can be tricky. I've been joined here in the upper terrace where we've got our little studio by Jerome Otchere. I'm sure you know him. Amongst being an editor, he wears so many hats. I wonder which one he's wearing today, Jerome.
Well, maybe as a football fan.
Yeah, well, yes. And congratulations on your new, should I say, project.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, tell us a bit about that.
Okay, so the Presidential of Ghana is setting up a TV. In fact, there's a television station now. A lot of the churches in Ghana are going into the media, and the Presby Church now has a TV station, and I've been tasked to help manage the sports desk.
Fantastic, awesome. Well, I hope you can hear me. The announcements have started, which means, you know, we're closing down to kick off. But you've watched all the matches so far. What's your take? The standard, the quality?
I think it's okay. I mean, typical West African football. You see the grit, you see the energy of the players, you see the enthusiasm that they bring to the field, and you can see also that if they are to continue on that tangent with a bit of improvement, the guys have a bright future. And I look forward to seeing some of them on the big stage in the next couple of years.
Wouldn't it be great to see Ghana, Nigeria, Ivory Coast, and Burkina Faso just at the top of my head qualifying, but it's not going to be possible? That's, you know, do you think it's a disadvantage?
Yeah, it is. It is, and it's something we've been talking about because gone are the years where you had some of these teams, all of them competing on merit and getting into the competition. I mean, when I was a teenager and I was growing up, you would see Ghana and Nigeria always making it to the world competition because at the African level, we were the best. Now, because of how it's been arranged, there's a likelihood that you miss some of these top guns going to the competition, and that is not the best. But you look at it on the other side of the coin, and they will tell you that the other countries also have to develop. And if this is what will help them to develop, why not keep it so?
Yeah, the CAF president says he wants to have a level playing ground.
Even the thing.
Well, it's good in that way, but like we're saying. But tell us about this current team. Laryea Kingston, are you impressed so far with what he's done?
You know, I want to go by the attitude he has shown. The team won 5-1, but from his commentaries I have watched, he was not happy. And people have said, why would you win 5-1 and still behave as if you lost? Mm-hmm. I like the mentality he has shown. He may be okay with the goals that were scored, but if the quality of play, if how you were able to perform in terms of what he taught his boys wasn't what he eventually had, then he has every right to complain. Because you see, today you might have scored 5 with poor quality. Mm-hmm. You might meet a team that will match you at a level that you cannot compete because your quality is not good. And that is why I side with Laryea Kingston when he says that we won all right, but I'm not happy with the quality of performance my boys showed. And I think that should be the attitude. I like the enthusiasm he has shown. I like the energy he has shown. You can clearly see that he means well, and he needs our encouragement to get the team to play to the level he as coach wants.
Clearly he's bringing that passion he had as a footballer to these kids. But as you said, when you were a kid, you used to watch the Black Starlets or Satellites, and there was this explosiveness about them. Yeah. Are we expecting too much? I mean,
I think for those of us who saw
the golden years,
the golden years, maybe the expectations we have are too high, because I mean we saw the Samuel Saikufos, we saw the Alex Opokus, Sebastian Barnes, and the rest, and I am always of the opinion that every generation and the kind of footballers we have. So for those of us who saw the excellence of the Starlets in the 90s, I think we have to bring down our expectation and allow these boys to give us what they are truly made of, and then also judge them by what is the current trend. If we are not careful and we judge them by what we saw 30 years ago, we might be putting too much pressure on them.
I mean, you saying 30 years ago brings me back that it has been, or even 40 years.
Of course.
Without Alamti, and when was the last time Ghana won it? So what are we playing now? We had, of course, the golden era of Coach Sam Ade. After Okuai, I remember, he started it. But now, what do we play? Or are we still finding our groove?
I think we lost the plot a long time ago. And so far as we've not been able to make it to the world stage and perform as we did, we really need to find out what has gone wrong, because there have been years that we didn't even qualify. So we really need to take our time, find out what is wrong, and then when we're able to find out what is wrong, get the opportunity to compete, we compete to the best of our ability. We shouldn't rush. That's why I like what Laryea Kingston has started. He has started on a good note, in the sense that we need to give ourselves time. Too many times we expect results in the immediacy, but that is not going to happen, because when you've been off the big stage for a long time, it truly means that there's something wrong with you. And from what I'm seeing, I think we are putting the building blocks together. With little time, maybe we'll come out well.
I know we're here to talk about the WAFU and obviously the Black Starlets against Benin. But before Jerome goes, I have to ask him about what's happening this weekend. It's Kotoko Hearts again, in case you've forgotten. Just a couple of minutes on that big game at the Babayara Sports Stadium. Are we going to see another classic? The first game surprised all of us. It was better than we expected.
I hope so, because, the two teams are not doing well. The two teams are not performing to expectation. Someone was just telling me that look at the two teams on the league table. You can't find them where a few seasons ago you would have found them, either second or third or among the top four.
Right.
Now you have to stretch it to about 10th
it's just
or
pride.
12th on the table before you can see either Hearts-Kotoko or Kotoko. And that tells you what has happened to our football. People are saying that Hearts and Kotoko are deepened. That is true. I think the two clubs are not managed well. But we also have to pay attention to what the other so-called smaller clubs are doing. They are doing a lot of things right, and if you don't do things right, they will overtake you.
Awesome. Thank you very much, and hopefully we'll be getting more of Jerome Otchere during the competition, maybe later today, with the expectation that the Starlets would win. Let's go for another quick break, and then we'll count down to the kickoff, which is just at the top of the hour.